Do you ever feel like you just don't have enough time to learn a new language? Maybe you even said, I'd love to, but I can't fit it in my day. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, finding time to study a language can be challenging. But there is good news. With a few smart strategies, it's possible to fit language learning even into the busiest of schedules. Let's talk about it. First, let's talk about those small moments throughout your day that often go unnoticed. You'd be surprised by how much you can accomplish in just 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe it's while you're waiting for coffee to brew, sitting in a waiting room, or during your commute. These little pockets of time add up. Studies show that short, frequent sessions can even be more effective than long, occasional ones. So what can you do during these moments? One option I often use is the Ling App to study languages. I was just doing that this morning at the doctor's office, going through my Tagalog lessons since I'm going to the Philippines next month. You could also review flashcards if you're into incorporating them into your study. When I first came to Japan 44 years ago, I used flashcards to study Japanese and Chinese characters, how to write them, their meanings, combinations, and pronunciation. I studied Chinese literature here in Japan, so I needed to know traditional, simplified, and Japanese-style characters, and these cards were great for reviewing. I also like to listen to short podcasts in my target language. I remember that whenever I was waiting in line at ski lifts in Hokkaido in northern Japan a couple years ago, I would listen to my favorite podcasts in Polish. This would sometimes even get me thinking about the subject of the podcast in Polish while skiing down the mountain. Also, most likely you have your smartphone with you when you're waiting somewhere. Well, just open it up and read in your target language. Don't underestimate the power of just reading a quick article or social media post in your target language. The key is to have these resources ready to go so that you can jump into practice as soon as you find these small moments. Every little bit counts. Okay, now let's talk about the longer moments during the day when you can do multitasking during routine activities. How about when you're doing things such as commuting, cooking, working out? Think about it. You can make those moments work for your language goals. While commuting, listen to language lessons, podcasts, or even music in your target language. If you're cooking or cleaning, play some audio materials in the background. Also, when I do exercise or work out, I often listen to songs in my target languages. However, to really make it effective, I need to sit down beforehand and understand the lyrics to these songs. These moments don't require any extra effort. They're already part of your day. You're just giving them a dual purpose. Of course, all these small moments are helpful, but having a regular study routine is just as important. Even 15 or 30 minutes a day can make a big difference if you stay consistent. Maybe it's the first thing in the morning or at night before bed. Pick a time that works for you and stick with it. Think of it like brushing your teeth. It becomes a habit, and once it's part of your routine, you won't think twice about it. Finally, let's talk about prioritizing and setting goals. Focus on what matters most to you. Are you trying to improve your speaking, listening, reading, or writing? Whatever it is, set clear, achievable goals to keep yourself motivated. For example, you could aim to learn 5 new words a day, or practice speaking for 5 minutes every morning. When you focus on specific goals, you'll feel a sense of progress, and that'll keep you going. So there you have it. Learning a language doesn't require hours of free time every day. It's about making most of the time you already have by seizing small moments, multitasking, using technology, integrating the language into your daily life, scheduling regular study time, and setting clear goals. You can make steady progress towards fluency. The key is to start. Don't wait for the perfect time, because the perfect time might never come. Instead, make the time you have work for you. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.